All right, hi, this is Atticus and welcome to Industry Giant 4.0. We're playing the neighbor scenario. This is part 3. So let's just take a quick review of what we've got. I want to dive into some work here this episode. So we've got, well, actually I want to show you. I don't know if I've shown you these views or not. I think I did. I don't know. But we've got this nice view here where we can see production and demand. And it's showing us that Chesapeake now has demand for 5 products. And new ones are shoes and wooden tools. And we've always had the wood shavings, veggies, and the clothes. And in fact, the clothes are really what's making us the money right now. Now, the other thing that's nice about this view is we can see the production. We can see cotton being produced here at our cotton farm, our plantation, and we can see veggies being made here at the veggie farm. And we can see the textiles being made and the clothing being made at our textiles factory. And we can also see even the fulfillment of the demand. You can see the green here indicates how much of the demand we've closed in Chesapeake, and for the veggies and for the clothes. You can see nothing on these. Of course, we're not making these two yet. And the demand for the shavings is basically seasonal, so we don't see that coming in till the end of the year. Now, if we go, well, out here again, we can see we're making wood here in our logging camp, and we're making wood shavings. Now, the wood shavings, I wanted to double check something on it. Our demand is up to about 500 per city. And what are we actually trying to make with that? We'll take that view off. Go back over here. Our production of wood shavings total is 500, so we need to ramp that up. So let's bump that up to 1,000. Okay. And then let's go over here to our logging camp and make sure we're also making 1,000. So we're going to ramp up production to 1,000 and apply. And then we're going to make sure that our lines can handle the 1,000. So we're going to go to station to see what lines are on this one. And we have this guy, and we're going to say, okay, now you need to be carrying 1,000 on your line, and apply. And then we can look at our delivery. We're delivering from this to our cities. So we can go see what stations we got. Shavings to Chesapeake. We're going to bump that up to... No, see, they're already set. That's where I got disconnected on this. They're actually set to be 500 for Chesapeake, and probably Proctorville's the same thing. Station, Proctorville, yeah. So their city lines were correct. We just weren't making enough to match that. Okay, so that's our wood shavings. We've got our veggies. We've got our clothing. Now, things I wanted to show you, I've been playing around with it. I wanted to show you some things. Big thing right here. This right here. You're only allowed, like in this Heartland zone right here, which is a farm zone, we're only allowed 2 total farms. We go over here to Upcountry, another farm zone. We've already got 2 farms. That means we cannot place another farm here. So if we think we're going to later on expand and have more cotton to make more dresses or something else, it's not going to happen because we can't put another farm here, right? And so we got 2 spaces here, so we have to look at everything that we have in terms of how much are you allowed to put in there. Like Howard Heights is the expensive land. We've got 1 industry in there. We can have 1 more industry and 2 mining operations, and that's it. And the mining here is quartz. There's a quartz deposit in Howard Heights. Okay, so let us see what we want to do. Let's get into the wooden tools. And I wanted to talk about the wood shavings a little bit. Our wood shavings are making us, we go to the hardware, we're making a profit of $258,000 a year in the hardware store. But that's just saying, okay, earnings of $290 less the maintenance cost. That's what they're calling the profit, right? But if we go out here, it's more than just that, though. It's also half of what's going on here, right? So we're spending $250,000 a year on the sawmill to make the shavings, and we're spending $135,000 a year to make the logs. And maybe it was less. I recently bumped that up. But point being, we're really not making money on the shavings at all because it's a very inefficient use of the logging and the sawmill to just make wood shavings. We need another product. Well, sure enough, hooray, there is another product for us to do now. The wooden tools at a pace of like 1,400 there, and in Chesapeake, 1,400. Yeah, see this view would show us. By the way, I think it'd be really useful if you had 5,066 and 2,500 or whatever that fulfillment is underneath it, rather than, I mean, you can still do your pretty little picture, but having the actual data would be more meaningful to me. That's just me. I do appreciate this, absolutely, the little green, but I would really like to see the data. Okay, I'm a data guy. All right, let's set up wooden tools. What are we going to do for that? Let's go construction, production chain, down to here. We can see wooden tools. And it is logging, sawmill, tool factory, and hardware store. And that's it. Beautiful. Now, let's look at, we've got these small stores here. Let's look at we can hold 400 capacity in Proctorville hardware. Right now, we got nothing in there. We've sold everything out. So I think 400. We want 1,400 wooden tools. So they're going to be spread out over 4 quarters. So we're going to want like 250, 300, whatever quarter, which is going to pretty much fill this up, and we need some room for the wood shavings as well. Now the good news is the maintenance on these stores is nothing. It's very small. It's slight. So we could, if we wanted, go ahead and put another hardware store in Proctorville and have it be the store where you get your tools. Or we could build a bigger store in Proctorville. We could go with a medium, which has a storage of 1,000 versus the small one, which is 400. So a medium is like, 8,000 a quarter, 12,000 a quarter. So it's costing a little more, but it's more than twice as much. I think what I want to do is move to medium. So what I want to do here is let's put in, how much we got plenty of money for this. Let's put in, let's raise this up a little bit. Nope, let's knock this down a little bit. That's going to make this anyway. It's going to make this ugliness no matter what. Okay, we're going to replace this. So what we're going to do with our line here is we're going to say the one that's shavings to Proctorville. We're going to quit going to Proctorville hardware with our 500. We're going to redefine this line. We're going to add a stop, and we're going to say go over here to our new hardware store, and we're going to go back to the 500. Okay, and apply that. So now the lines will start delivering here rather than here, and we'll let this guy, does he have any stock? He has no stock, so this is a great time to get the bulldozer out and sell that property. Okay, so what have we done? I think the other thing we'll do is build ourselves a little road, maybe like this. Maybe like that. Okay. So we've got hardware store. I think we'll have the same issue over here, the same kind of thought process. We're going to go hardware store here. Do you have anything? Now they have something. We'll let them sell out. But we're going to build right next to it. We're going to build a nice new hardware store. A medium hardware store. Whoa. Look at that drop off and that ugly. I wish it wouldn't do that. Oh, it's so ugly. Okay, well, there it is. I wish it would knock that down. No store would leave that in front of their storefront. That just would not happen. Okay, You don't, if you have a store that you want to actually have customers, you don't hide it. All right, so now if you don't, well, that's different. Okay, so we've got 2 new hardware stores. We'll have to change our line for Chesapeake, savings to Chesapeake. The 500 will no longer go there. They will go to our new store. 500 and apply. There we go. All right. And then we wanted to build our tools business. All right. So tools, kind of demand we got. We've got like 1,400 and 1,400, 2,800, 3,000. We can do 3,000 tools. So to do that, we need, let's look at our supply chain again. That's not right. This and this. Okay, our supply chain says we would need logging, sawmills, and tools. And I wish it would show you what the actual formulas are, the recipes, right? So it says it carries a recipe for the wooden tools, but it doesn't really tell you what that means. So, but I know it's planks. We need planks for this. And where can we build this? If we look at where we're allowed to build, right, we have limited choices. I think what we're going to do is go right up here. Now let's triple check Jervis Bay. And don't let this one fool you. It's not that bay. It's this land up here, really. We've got woods, oil, heavy and light industry. And so we can have 1 more industry and 2 oil. So we're good, because I can see us putting oil here in a minute. But we're going to go tool factory. We're going to try to put a tool factory up here above. Well, actually, you know what? First, I think what we'll do is go to road. And let's build a road that goes around this. No. I hate building bridges. I just have a thing about it. Road up here like this. Hold down the shift key. And then hold down the shift key. Go like this. And then maybe like this. Maybe we can get through here. Can we? I think we can. Can we? No, we can't. Road. And come down that. And now let's build back to our supply, our little production chain, and spin our tools factory, spin the road down, and we're going to lower it. That's as far as we can go. I'd love for it to hook up. It's not going to, so let's make sure it's back a little ways. We'll build it right there, assuming we can put a road right here. And good deal. All right. And we said 3,000 of those, right? So we're going to need production chain here that does 3,000 planks, if we can do that. So here's our planks production. We're going to start that. And sure enough, we can do that easily. We'll do 3,000, which is 1-to-1 with wood, so we're going to need another 3,000 wood. So over here, we're going to need a total of 4,000. And it looks like we can do that with 1 production line. Beautiful. Apply. Okay, so now we got, the logs will cost us less per unit. We'll be making plenty of planks, sending them up here by truck, and sending them to our 2 towns. Now I'm kind of thinking ahead. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. All right, let's just build this one and get it running, and then we'll worry about the next one, which could, in theory, change how we do this a little bit. All right, so we want the line that takes our logs over to, we get a station, logging sawmill. It is now doing 4,000, right? 4,000. So we want a line that's capable of doing 4,000, be 1,000 a quarter, divided by 200. We would need five vehicles for that. I think the way it's, unless it's calculating distance as well, and I don't know that it is. And everything in here is reserved except one train, or one truck, sorry. Let's go ahead and let's get 5 more trucks here. Let's go purchase. Now I think the way we get a discount, if we look at this, logging truck depot, if we decide to run this truck, if we do more or less, there is a discount there's a nice discount that pops in here where we can get 18% discount if we buy 53 of them. Don't think so. Would like to buy 10 though. Okay, we get a little discount for that. And I also think if we give it more delivery time, oh, that's nice. And with more delivery time, we can get a discount, or we can say, I want this right now. We actually pay a little extra. Is that right? Is that what that's saying? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I get it. No. How's that work? Is that saying the cost is more or less? No, it's less. Less per unit. Okay, less per unit if we give them more time. If we want them right away, we want to rush the order, we have to pay a premium. Well, that's kind of cool. Let's go. We can give them at least 30 days. Let's give them 60 days. Take some money off. It doesn't matter. All right. We'll get a small discount for the volume and a nicer discount for giving them a little extra time to get them to us. And then we'll go set up a new line that needs to go. This is going to be planks to the tool factory. And it's going to come out of the logging truck depot. And it's going to go here to here. It's going to pick up planks. It's going to pick up 3,000 over the course of the year. And apply. And then we're going to need a line, 2 lines that go. This will be wooden tools to Proctorville. We'll copy that. Logging truck depot. That's going to be go to the tool factory and go to our new hardware store and deliver wooden tools. And we're making 3,000, so 1,500 of them can go to Proctorville. And then we're going to need another line, a new truck line. And we'll paste what we just put in there and make it Chesapeake. And we'll go logging truck here to the new hardware store. And that will be 1,500. And let's go ahead and run this thing and get this business going. And our plank business is being set up. The production line is being put together. Production is being set up, so it takes one cycle to set it up. And next time, assuming there's wood, it'll start running. It'll give us a little green indicator. There it is. You can barely see it. There's green and green. So we're making wood shavings and planks now at our sawmill in our 2 production lines. And not enough vehicles, that's not a surprise. We don't have enough trucks to do everything we're trying to do. We got a bunch of trucks on the way. And I could have waited for these lines, would have been better if I just waited until we got everything going and then started the lines. Just got all the production going and started the lines later. That would have been better. But we'll get it running. I think we got our trucks, didn't we? Yeah, we got a bunch of trucks. Look at them, they're all spoken for already. And it still says, well, I don't know how old that message is. But that seems to have cleared. Just see where we are here. Yeah, it's auto assigned. When you have 2 or 3 to be auto assigned, I think you can assume you're okay for the time. Now this line up here, oh, it'd be nice if we told it to do something. Wooden tools, we want 3,000. And apply. Got all these lines running to do stuff and nothing for them to do. So we've got the wooden planks up there. Now we need to start making the tools. So it'll set up the production line, which should have already been done if I hadn't forgotten this. And then we'll start producing tools. In the meantime, we're gathering up a little more money. Our next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of money. There we go. Now we've got a working production line. There we go. We've got our planks. So we've just gotten planks there. So that's probably really to support the next batch. So we should have some. No, we didn't make any, but okay, now we've got planks finally. So we actually have planks to work with. So that was a line, but it had no. I don't understand why that was white or green. I thought it was. But we'll see what happens here with this last one. We should start creating wooden tools. They should pop in here once we hit the end of the year, actually. There we go. And our storage has nothing in it. What in the world? Did we already, I mean, we didn't grab them that fast, did we? Aren't we supposed to be making wooden tools? We have nothing in storage. You're taking wooden tools. Aha! We did make some. They're on their way. These particular ones are on their way to Chesapeake. All right, good. All right, so we should see the benefits of having a wooden tool business here soon enough. So let's see, how did we do? Let's go back as far as we can. We made $6 million in 58. We lost $4.5 million in 59 because we spent $10 million on construction. We spent over $10 million, over $10.5 million on construction. But we had a nice revenue of $11 million. So 1960, here we are, we've just started. We're losing money so far. Kind of paid our bills, but we've got revenue started, and we're making money right this minute. So we should see this come up and become a nice profitable year for us. Okay. And I'm going to let this run until we have about 45 million. And I guess while it's running, I can talk you through. Our next thing to get into is going to be the shoes, and they are quite the little process. So we've got shoes right here, and they need an oil well, chemical factory, a livestock farm, a textile factory. We have one, but it's fully used, so we need a new one, and a fashion store, right? So an oil well, where can we put it? We can put it, well, actually one place where we have the oil. That's right here. Okay, so keep that in mind. We can put oil in Jervis Bay. Chemical factory can go here, here, back here, or in our expensive land right here. So keep that in mind. Our livestock farm is very limited. And this is what I was talking about, you can only have so much in each one. If we want to set up shoes, we're going to give up a slot where we could do other agriculture, and that's okay. So we're going to be putting a farm down here. And our textile factory, again, it can go here, it can go here, it can go here. In the expensive land we want to avoid, I think. So I'm thinking we do this. We put, and I want to use some trains. So we're going to put a train depot up here. We're going to use our first warehouse. We're going to put a logistics center up here. We're going to put our oil well here. Chemicals and textiles here. We'll need a truck depot as well to handle all this. So in Keeling, we're going to put train depot, logistics center, truck depot, chemical plant, and textiles, and just confirm. See, we can put 4 industries there and 2 woods, and your depots and your logistics buildings don't count against your limit, so we're okay with that. Okay, so let's think about this. We're going to, what I'm seeing is this. I'm seeing something like the oil well, the farm, like I said, and those other businesses. We're going to have trains. We're going to have trains that come down like this, go over here, and then back up. Okay? And so what we're going to want is a logistics center here near Proctorville, I think. So it's going to cost us $7 million, and then we're going to have to upgrade it a few times. So you're talking $8 million for the logistics center, right? And then same thing up north, probably another 8. So we're at $16 million. Then we need an oil well, which is 2.5. That's $18.5 million. Chemicals, 8. We're at 16.5. Livestock, 17, 18. Textiles, 19, 20, 21. We need like 22 million plus a good 25 million just to put the buildings in. Plus we've got to run train track from way up here to way down here if we want to do it that way, and we do. That's the way I'm seeing it. Plus more trucks and stuff to make our deliveries to our cities and all that good stuff. And I'm thinking what I'd really like to do is have a logistics center here to serve Proctorville. Have one over here to serve Chesapeake. See, real close to the shopping, right? And start taking advantage of that in some other ways down the road. So let's just see if we can't, well, we're making some money, not a lot. But we're close to 40 million in the bank right now. Let's go ahead and get some of our production started. So I am seeing the warehouse here, right? So that puts our farm over this way, which is fine. Leaves us some room for another, if we decide to put another farm over here somewhere. I don't think we need fruit yet. No, we don't need fruit, at least that we know of. So let's go farm. Industry. Let's go back here. It's easier this way. Livestock farm down here. Scoot it over a little bit. Make some space for our logistics center maybe here. Livestock farm, I think here. let it attach to the road like that. That would be lovely. And what we'll do is we'll build it and we'll set it up and let it start accumulating some production for us. So we're going to place our pastures. Can we put them across the road? We can. Yeah, let's do it. Right here, here, and we will, and this is weird, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to set it up to make leather, right? But somehow, when we make the leather, we're not going to make the meat. So we're going to be killing cattle to make leather, killing some kind of livestock, and not getting any meat out of it. It seems kind of strange. But here we go. It's what it is. Now, how much can we do? We can do 1,500. We can have 3 production lines, which would make 4,500 leather, and put those in a farm right here. And I want to see the storage. All right, apply that. Storage is, the storage is only 1,500. I think what we'll do for now is set up one and get it going. Okay, so that's basically going to start the leather industry, and eventually we'll put logistics here. So now we want to start the oil industry. So let's go here. Our oil well, I'm seeing it like here. Yeah, I'm seeing it here with the lines like that. That's almost perfect. Maybe down a little bit. Maybe, right there. Okay, that's going to be our oil industry. All right. And we started with 1,500 down there. And we're going to have to put pumps in. We'll put them over here out of the way. Hopefully out of the way. Can't go up there. We can't cross the zone. One, 2, 3, and oil. And let's just start with 1,500. Okay, and let's do 1,520. Fine. All right. So we got our oil, and we'll start making some oil. We'll start getting some oil out of the ground. We'll start getting some leather produced. Then we'll go up here, and our chemical factory can only work once we have the oil. Our textile factory can only work after we have the leather and the rubber from the chemicals, right? The chemicals are going to make rubber out of oil and send that to the textile factory. So I think the thing for us to set up next would be our transportation setup here. So let's go rails depot. Let's put a depot back here in the back, kind of in the back corner of this. Maybe pointing off the side of a hill. No, let's go right back here. And let's call this our shoe train depot. And I'm going to want it to come right out. I think we're going to have to go ahead and put the logistics center up here. I'm going to want it, spin it around. I'm going to want you to be able to come out on this side. See where the road is? The road is in the middle on the right-hand side, the way we're looking at it. I'm going to use the bottom track, so I'm going to put it up this way. Like this. Like that. And make sure we can put and I'm sure we can, but put a little railway between this and this. There, now we have a little rail connection between our depot and the logistics center, the warehouse. And the warehouse is kind of sitting up in the sky a little bit, isn't it? But I think that's all right, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to come out like this. We're going to come out of that same one a little bit. Needs to come over to here just to kind of reattach with Mother Earth, which is fine. Come on over like this, and then holding down the shift as I do this, and we're going to come down here and come into that. So now we've got two double track that runs down to our oil well. And then the oil well is going to want to come like this, down here like this. We're going to run right along this, right along the edge. Only use the bridges if we have to. And like so. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't know where we're going yet. We'll stop right there. Okay, I'm ahead of myself a little bit. What I really meant to do here was go ahead and put in my logistics. So we're going to want to be able to come with a road off of this, and ideally come down here and get under. It's a really steep climb. I think I'm going to go like this. We're going to go down here and touch ground, and then slide, and then kind of curve this and under the railroad. Yeah, there we go. Like this. Okay. I'll hold off on the rest. We're going to have a truck depot up here. We don't want to be trying to service this from way down below. So we're going to have a truck depot here. This is going to be the shoe truck depot. All right. And now that we know where our road is, we can put in, let's see. Okay, yeah. Just walking through how this is going to flow. So we're going to want to have 23 million. I think we're all right. We're going to want the textile factory next, I think. Oh, it's big. I think it's going to need to turn this way. Can we bring it down a little? Maybe? Not that much. I think we can do it like that. Have our road like that. And then kind of across the street from it, okay, we're going to want to put our chemical factory. Now you can see the chemical factory could also be done with rails, but we don't. That's not what we're after. Maybe I think it's going to have to go over here like this, and then a road. Yeah. Okay. Happy with that? I don't think so. And, oh, money's okay, I think, because we still need logistics center down here, and I want it to be able to connect to the road, but also to raise it up a little like this. It needs to have a road connection, and it needs to have the rail connection. So I think that'll work. if we put a road, too steep, too steep, too steep, too steep. 3.5 million. Oh, that sucked. We got a $3.5 million refund. I think we paid way more. It refunded half our money. That sucked there. Okay. Raise up, raise up. Go right there, and I will not refund. Okay. So I just wasted $3.5 million. We'll put a road in like that, and maybe a road like this, and maybe not. Ah, crap! We gotta be able to come out of there to the park. Road here. Oh man, this right here, this raise in the highway is just killing us. Can we do a shorter little thing like that? There. Go up that hill. All right. And then we'll get our railroad again, and we'll come out like this. And I think I'd like to have a bridge here. This would be worth a bridge to keep from having the train and the. Although, boy, that's another. What in the world is that? Look at that. That's that's too ugly to keep. Is what that is. Railroad. Here. Okay. And then can we build the road across it? Can we make the road go down a little bit? Nope. All right. Road. Those have to cross each other. And that's sad. Now we raised it up so they wouldn't cross each other, and now they're both running. Okay. All right. Deep breath. All right. Let's go back here to railroad. I think we can go. So we can't do that, but I think we'll be able to go like right over top of this, because that's the underground. That's the highway, the truck road. I think we can go out here like this, and then cross like that, and that gives us our railroad that comes down here to this logistics center. We're down to $1 million. And how are we plus 39 million? How are we plus 40 million? Oh, I wonder if it's we got a reef. Why are we plus 40 million? I'm not complaining, but I don't get it. Did we get like refunds or something? Because we spent a bunch of money. We should be minus, I would think. Minus 42. This says we're plus 40. Oh, maybe we're 40 better than we were a minute ago. Right? Because we were spending money like it was going out of style. That's possibly what's going on. We only got 1.8 million. Now to make this run, we're only setting up like 1,500 at a time to start with. I hate doing this. I'd much rather run the whole thing, but I don't think it can be helped. So in storage here, we got nothing. Did we give it a line? I don't think we did. Yeah. Oh, it's setting up. Next time it'll run. And this guy here is setting up. Next time it'll run. So let's just let this run for a minute till we have some raw materials to deal with. Then we'll worry about we're probably going to have to take a loan and get some money. This is more like it. We're losing money. That's more what I expect to see. So let's just run until this production cycle ends, and we'll probably have to get a little more money to pull this off and get it started. Okay, do we have any? There we go. We've got some leather. Should have some oil, I think. We do. We've got some leather. We've got some oil. Is it worth doing anything with it? Tell you what we'll do. We will spend the money we have here. We know that here we're going to need to add modules. Well, maybe some of you don't know this. When you have a logistics center, you have to buy the appropriate storage modules. It comes with the big space, but you've got to buy the module to go into it to store what you're trying to do. So, for example, here we're going to add a building module, and we know we're going to put hides, right? The leather. So the leather is here under agriculture. So we're going to have to spend 400 grand and buy an agriculture module for this. So now this logistics center is capable of holding leather, right, and other agriculture products. So we also are going to want to bring our shoes down here when we're done. So we're going to want to go to consumer goods, right here, the shoes, and buy that module. So now this particular one can hold leather and shoes, okay? Then the one up here needs to be able to hold the leather and the oil and the shoes. I think that's it for now. Leather, oil, shoe. Yeah, that's all it needs right now. So we'll go storage, and we need money. 138. No recipe, well, that's fine. We don't care about that. We know that we're not doing anything with those yet. Okay. We're going to have trucks up here for the store. And what they're going to do is they're going to go here, here, oh shoot, to here, and to here, and to here, and back to here. So let's set up that. Let's go new truck line. This is going to be, I'm going to call this the shoe trucks. And we're going to come out of the shoe truck depot. And you're going to go to here. And I don't think it'll let us. Nope. We're just going to kill that because we have to actually buy the modules before that can be done. So what do we want? We want money. Let's go to company. I gotta make sure we can afford this. Last year we lost 4.5, but we had 10.6. So we really made we made money that year. We made good money that year. So this year, yeah, I think we can afford our margins. I don't know exactly what our margins are right now, but what our actual percent of profit is. If we discount that, the 43 million. Well, that's this year. Last year, if we take the 10.6 million out, we made 11 minus 5. We made about 6 million. So as long as our interest isn't more than about $1 million, I think we're okay. So loans. Let's see if there are any offers. Now that's not $5 million for 54 months at 8%. Somebody's offering us $5,032,000. It'd be $100,000 a month, be $1.2 million a year. We could afford that. We could do that. That's not bad. Is there anything we could just write a contract for? If we let's say we wanted that 5,032, 5,032,000. Now the interest is 12. They're offering us 8%. 36 months. No. I think I like this offer right now. Are you sure you want to activate this? Yeah, we'll just take that offer. Somebody has offered us quite a fair amount of money, and we'll take it. Okay, at 8% and 54 months to pay it back. That's a much better deal than what we would have had. All right, so in that case, we can go up here now. We can go to our, we'll call this one the shoe warehouse. Okay, and in its storage, it's going to need to be able to handle consumer goods. We're going to put shoes in it. It's going to have to handle leather, and it's going to have to handle oil. Although we could skip the oil and have the oil go directly to this. I hadn't really built it that way. That even work. Honestly, the way I put this in here, we'd have to redo this, and we're not doing it. Okay, so you're going to have to take the oil in here as well. So, storage, modules, not chemicals, not mechanical, metal, mineral. Here we go. Mineral resources by that. So it can hold oil, it can hold leather, and it can hold shoes, and that should be good. All right. So now we'll go look at our lines, and the shoe trucks that we kind of stopped on, we're going to have it come out of the shoe truck depot, and it's going to go here, and it's going to say I want to take leather to here, I want to take oil to here, and I want to bring shoes back to here. So it's going to have to deal with leather and oil and shoes. Okay, that's at the shoe warehouse, and we're going to add, I think the next place we'll go would be the chemical plant here, and then we're going to have it go to the chemicals, get the plastics, go here to the textile factory, and then go back here. And you might be thinking of this like a route. I first time I tried something complicated like this, I was thinking of this as a route, and I was thinking, well, after that it's going to go back here, but no, it isn't. It's going to go back to the depot and rest and wait for its turn next. So we actually have to put the shoe warehouse on there again. So let's see if we can make this make sense. We're shipping. Oh, we've got some more money. I'm actually going to apply this so I don't lose it. Okay. But what we're going to do is take the money that we have and bump up our production. I want this set up at the full thing. So we're going to add a production line here. We'll buy this one. Now this one is already maxed, so we're going to place 2 more pastures. Okay, and we're going to add production of leather. And we're going to go 1,500. Okay, so now we've got 3,000, and our demand. We'll apply that, and our demand is how much? Right now, 25. It's about probably like 5,000. So let's just go ahead and bump this guy up again. We're going to set up another production line, and we're going to put 2 more little pastures out here, or whatever those things are. And we're going to go down here to leather, and we're going to bump it up. So now we got 1,500. So that's the most we can get out of one farm is 1,500, right? So we can get 1,500 leather to go over here. And I don't remember, did we buy extra trucks here? I can't remember. Well, we got a bunch of them. Okay, let's go look at our lines. Can't remember, did we do one? Well, easy way to check. We'll go here and go to station. There's nothing. So, okay, new truck line from the Farm Truck Depot. Logistics Center 3. And that farm. We'll put the farm first. And we want you to grab leather, and over the year we want you to haul 4,500 leather. And we're going to call this one leather to the Proctorville warehouse. Actually, I guess the way we're doing it now would be PRO warehouse. Leather to the Proctorville warehouse. And apply. And I'm going to name this one the Proctorville warehouse. Okay. So we got our warehouse. We got leather coming over here, filling this puppy up. Beautiful. And we do have trucks assigned to that. Okay, good. Oil we don't need to do anything with. Now up here, we've got our line that we started with the shoe line, the shoe trucks. Okay. So what we're going to have them do is go to the shoe warehouse, and they're going to pick up 4,500 leather. Okay. And then they're going to pick up 4,500 oil as well. So they stop here, they pick up these two items. They go to the chemical factory and they unload the oil, right? And wait, there's something else. I'm missing an item. I want them to pick up. I want them to pick up this. Okay, so up here, this is supposed to be 0. Chemical factory, we want you to load 4,500 plastic rubber. Okay. Yeah, rubber. Okay, so load these two, drop this one off at the chemical factory, pick up rubber, go to the textile factory, unload 4,500 rubber, and unload 4,500 leather, and pick up 4,500 shoes, then go back here and drop them off. Let's see if that makes sense. You go to the warehouse, you get an equal load of leather and oil. You go to the chemical factory, drop off the oil, pick up rubber. You take the rubber to the textile factory, you drop it off, you drop off the leather, you pick up shoes, and then you go back to the shoe warehouse and drop off the shoes. And that whole circuit should create shoes. So we're going to apply that. We're going to go to our textile factory and set up a production line for shoes. It needs 1 rubber and 1 leather. And we're trying to do 3,500, so we'll back this up. Or no, 4,500. Yeah, 4,500. We'll make this 4,500. Okay, as close as it'll allow, 4,520. And this is going to be our shoe factory. All right, just needs one line. Then we go to the chemicals, chemical factory, and we look what we can do here. And what we can do is take oil and make rubber, right? And we would like to make 3,500, 3,500. Will it do it? It won't. We're going to need 2 lines of, let's just make 2 lines of 1750, I guess. 1750. And buy this one and set up rubber 1750 and apply. So now we're taking oil, making rubber, taking leather and rubber and making shoes, and making oil and making leather. And all we have to do is, did we buy our line here? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we got our fancy line. We don't have any trucks. It's not going to take too awful many. It's going to take 4,500, maybe about 5 or 6. Let's do our shoe truck depot. Let's stick with this. We could go with that, but let's go with the ones we've been running. Let's do 10. Let's do 10, and we want them right away, so we'll just take the default 30 days. Okay, so we want 10 trucks doing that, and after that gets running, I'll buy the train, and we'll get the whole thing going. So in the meantime, we should be gathering up leather over here. I hope we see leather coming in here to this warehouse. There we go. Beautiful. And we should be storing up some oil here. Lovely. Oh, that's only 1,500. We want 3,500, didn't we? 3,500. Apply. So it's got some. It's going to have to reset its production, I expect. No, there, it's up and running. Okay, good. So we're gathering up leather. We're gathering up oil. These guys are running because I built them too soon. I guess our trucks have arrived. And well, everything's running, so why wouldn't we get our train going? Okay. Let's go to the depot. Let's buy a train or two. Let's think about this. Train depot. Okay. Now, at any one time, it's going to be carrying. It will be carrying. Let's see. It'll take shoes down. Here's the way I'm seeing this. It's going to take shoes down to Proctorville Depot. It's going to pick up leather. It's going to go to the oil well, pick up oil, take them both, drop them off at the depot. So it's going to be carrying 2 things at once, which would be 2 of our lines. Our lines would it'd be like 7,000 total for a year, per quarter, under 2,000. I'm thinking I'm thinking this guy right here would do nicely, and probably have a couple of them. And is it worth paying a little extra and getting them faster? I think it might be. Yeah, go for it. Let's just get these things. I want these trains running.